I get the feeling that Anthony's not content just to be an athlete. He seems to spend a lot of time thinking about his role in the larger scheme of things. I'm trying to capture a sense of a man who is searching for peace, but also somehow incorporate his raw emotion and desire. Anthony walked out on the NRL early in the 2000 season. He decided to become a professional boxer and won his first 10 fights.
Beautiful work there by Mundine. Accurate in every punch. That's it. It's all over.
Coincidentally, the same number as Tony Mundine. When you told your dad you were going to become a boxer, what did he say to you?
He didn't believe me. Yes, you're mad, mate, you're mad. So I just signed that big deal with St. George a year prior. I was getting like 1.8 million over 3 years. And it was like, mate, boxing's dead. Boxing's dead in this country. It's dead. I said, don't worry, I'm gonna give it mouth to mouth.
You're going to give it CPR?
That's what I told him.
Well, you certainly...
We laugh about that today.
Is it hard to have your father train you as well, be your trainer?
Yeah, I mean, we have our clashes. I mean, I'm a bit pig-headed, you know. I'm a bit stubborn, and he's still sort of old school, you know, formula. And where I've come back to recently, as far as the running and the training and stuff. But when I fought Sven Oetke for my first world title attempt, you know, I wouldn't run. I was doing all this new age sort of training, as far as cardio and weights and. And
do you think you should have followed his advice?
Yeah, I think I should have. And now that I've been doing more old school stuff over the last 5-10 years, you know, I definitely should have listened.
When Sven Oetke knocked you out, the front page of the paper, you're lying flat on your back. Is that hard to lose and fail so publicly?
No, I think that was done for, you know, it happened for a reason. It, you know, it showed me that, yeah, I have the ability and I have the potential to become a champion, but it's going to take hard work.
Because I think your dad came out and said he didn't do what I told him to do.
Probably he's talking about the training.
Yeah, I think he was, yeah.
Yeah, probably so. You know, but you live and you learn. They're the moments that define your character. Another year and a half after that, I fought Antoine Eccles for my first world title and won. The big win
against Eccles was made greater by the fact that a year and a half before you were on your back against Oetke.
Of course, 100%, 100%. It's not about the setback, it's about the comeback.
Beating Eccles for the WBA super middleweight title gave Anthony a record of 19 wins and 1 loss.
Anthony Mundine is champion of the world.
But it was the much anticipated fight against fellow Australian Danny Green that broke records. The biggest fight in the history of...
Per capita, it was the biggest in the world.
Certainly the biggest in Australia.
And I whipped him like he stole something.
From the blue corner, Anthony Mundine!
You're on record as saying no sex before a game. Why is that?
It brings out a different monster in you, man. If you can abstain from sexual contact for a week, 2 weeks, you become like an animal. Like you're full with passion and, you know, oomph that you never felt before. You know?
So you still do that these days?
Yeah. You want every edge, every millimetre of getting the edge, you know.
Next time I do a big painting, I'm going to abstain for 2 weeks.
That's it, mate. Better work, better outwork.
You've had some big paydays in boxing and football, Anthony, and there's an article came out that you've given most of that away.
The estimate is probably pretty right. I probably made about between 20 and 30 million in my career, but I wasted a lot of money when I was younger. Just, you know, being stupid as you do. You know, fast cars that depreciate. Wasn't putting it into where I need to put it into, and that's like property. You know, that's the bread and butter.
And so, yeah, it was investments, but also it was your generosity to the family, huh?
My dad, even though he had a great career, he was mismanaged. If anybody knows blackfellas, money's not a big thing to them. It's just a possession. It's not. It comes and goes. So my dad sort of blew most of his money. So by the time I was 17, we had to sell the house that we were living in. You know, my dad got into a bit of debt or whatever. I had to sort of fill the void. And I've been doing that since I was about 17. But my dad, you know, I wish he made better choices because he was only a young fella from the bush. You know, he came down from Boyeagle when he was 19. You know, he didn't know the hustle and bustle and the business world and things like that. So he was just going out chasing a dream and trying to be a champion. You know, a lot of people took advantage of him.
Do you think people are taking advantage of you?
I mean, they tried to. You gotta know who the snakes are. You know, I mean, you gotta know who's who in the jungle. I mean, and you want to be, but at the end of the day, you want to be the king of the jungle. You want to be that lion.
And last year you announced that you're thinking of coming back to NRL.
Yeah.
And 42 years old.
Age don't matter to me, man. Like, as long as I'm feeling capable,
Yep.
as long as I know I can do the things I used to do when I was 21, why can't I do it? Age don't define me. If I can get my speed up or up around, even if it's up around to what I used to run at, and my speed, my agility and stuff, I've got no question that I can't do it.
You're in your 40s now. As a sports person, how does it feel, you know, getting old and...
I feel better. I swear to God, I feel better because I have that experience. I have that seasoning. I have that... You can't beat experience. Experience beats youth. And it took me a long time to realise that.
At some stage, it's got to catch up to you.
Oh, yeah, at some stage it'll catch up with you.
Yeah.
If I'm 50-odd and I can't move and got a waddle when I walk, then maybe. But it's all about training. It's all about effort. It's all about dedication. They say coming back to footy at 42 is impossible. I'm about making it possible. Then when I do, I say, see, I told you it was possible.
Well, you've done that before where people have said he's not going to make it in boxing and you win 3 world titles and you show them that it's possible. Why does the media still want you to fail so much?
Because of my relationship with them since at a young age. They could never dictate me.
Do you wish Australia respected you more?
Don't matter. The people that with any half a brain know that I'm one extraordinary athlete. That they know they have to respect me. They might like me, but they got to respect me. And when I come back to league and do what I'm about to do, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
You've always had confidence.
Skills pay the bills, man.
Skills pay the bills.
Yeah.
I might borrow that. Skills pay the bills and no sex for 2 weeks and see how the painting goes. Just play a little fast. Anthony has often had a strained relationship with the media and didn't do himself any favours when in October 2001 he commented on the 9/11 attacks. 11 years after those comments were made, Anthony apologised, but it's a moment he has to live with. After September 11 happened, you came out and said, you know, America had it coming or something like that.
Yeah. I didn't even think about the question when he was asking me. I just sort of run my mouth, not knowing the repercussions of it. But it's the truth. You know what I mean? Now people are starting to see it.
Do you regret saying it at the time?
I mean, it is. I don't regret nothing. It is what it is. When you're bombing other countries, innocent people, killing innocent people, slaughtering innocent people, murdering kids, you know, it's going to come back to haunt you. And I don't think anybody should die. Taking one human life is like taking the whole of humanity in Islam. You know what I mean? But there's an eye for an eye. Like, if you're going to come in my house, hurt my kids, you know, and try and take us out, well, I'm going to use everything I can to take you out.
Do you think your comments affected whether the USA would give you fights?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. But, you know, at the end of the day, I feel I'm a God-fearing man, so whatever God wills, he wills. Whatever Allah wills, he wills. You know what I mean?
You were raised Christian. What influenced you to convert to Islam?
I was close with a mate of mine who was a Muslim brother, and he gave me the Malcolm X autobiography. I was just fascinated by his story, and that's what eventually led me to Islam. You know, from a foundation point of view, it had all the answers that I wanted. As I delved in deeper, it had all the answers that I wanted, and delved in there deeper again, had all the answers that I wanted.
Did Muhammad Ali being Muslim influence you at all?
Not really. Not really. It was more Malcolm X.
Some people would say that you sort of converting to Islam is contrary to Aboriginal spirituality.
Well, it's not, to be honest. That's why, because I researched and studied Aboriginal culture as well by doing all this. I found out as well that we believed as Aboriginal people in one creator of the heavens and the earth, the one creator, with no partners, no associates. We didn't know much about Muhammad, but we believed in one creator. And if you know Aboriginal law and what the teaching of Aboriginal law, it's pretty much identical to Islamic law.
Yeah, right.
That's what sealed the deal for me.
Right, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Seemed like two completely different.
If you don't know, now you know.
What do you think is the key to happiness?
I don't know, positive thinking. Whenever I'm in a negative state, no matter what it is, I think, all right, where am I? Who am I? Do I have support network? Can I eat? Can I sleep? Do I have a bed?
The simple questions.
And I think about those that are in Cambodia or in Africa, that don't eat, don't have family, that don't have a mum, don't have a dad, that are orphans. What the hell am I crying about, man? You serious? And we're lucky, we're fortunate in this country. We're spoiled. It's just about having a strong head and be positive.
I'm almost done, Anthony. It's time for me to paint your hair. But I have noticed sometimes you shave your head before a fight.
Zip.
Is that for the weight or? There's another 10 grams.
Nah, it's just I just become a new person.
So you fight, you shave.
I just had some of my best performances when my head was shaved.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to put hair on you. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
I'll go shaved head, Anthony Mundine. All right, Anthony. Excellent. Just take a little break and then come in and I'll show it to you. I'll make you look good, bruh.
I think you went pretty good, man. Pretty freaky, like using the cake, what do they call them? I'm pretty sure I'd like it. Of course, I've seen a couple of these other paintings that look pretty good, so don't like it, tell them to chuck it out.
I've tried to give him deep thinking eyes, but I just hope he doesn't mistake them for fear, because I know he won't like that. So we'll see what happens. Let's get him in. Hey, coming back in, Anthony. So you wait here. I'm just going to wind this up a little bit because when you hang it at home, this will look good up a bit higher. Because the first time I saw you fight, Entertainment Centre, Antoine Eccles live, and I looked at you, you're in the ring, and you just had this sort of, this great look, you know? So I've been painting you, but I've been sort of channeling that moment, you know?
Visualising that, all right.
All right, so I'm just going to... All right, so I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I really enjoyed painting. You got beautiful bone structure.
Chiseled.
You're chiseled, man. so close your eyes. Don't open them until I tell you. Okay. Keep them closed. Now open your eyes.
Oh, that's mad, bro. That's mad, bro. Hey.
Looks like it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
That's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wanted to get that boxer, that rugby league player, but I also wanted to get... You're a thinker, you know? You think deeply.
Deep thought there.
You're in deep thought.
Thanks a lot, man.
You got somewhere for it at home?
Yeah, I'll find somewhere. Something about it, like aura about it, that's got me athlete / pretty boy. I didn't think you'd pay that good.
Hey, imagine how good I'd paint if I didn't have sex for 2 weeks.
That's it, bro. You'll try it, all right?
All right. Hey, it's been fascinating talking to you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Thanks,
Thank you. Good to see you again, man. Oh, obviously, you see yourself every day in the mirror, but seeing yourself in that sort of, in a painting sort of way, pretty surreal, man. It's like, gives you a presence of, that you're somebody. Captures my whole sort of being.
I thought I'd given him a bit too much meat around there and he looked a bit jowly, but he liked it, so all good.